understand that we are put on earth to love. That's all it's about. Everybody want to figure out how complicated life is and break it down. This is what I truly think. I really think that.
Check to make sure I'm good, because the driver don't be telling me when I got stuff in your face. You good? I'm good. You good? Got stuff in my eyes. I'm good.
The corner of that mouth really what you got in the hair. Look good too. You good? You got anyone to do 1, 2, 1, 2?
Yeah, boy, it's crazy.
I don't know why that responsibility has to fall. Look at me. Well, I don't even look at myself. Coach, we just get an opening statement from you?
To God be the glory, man. We found a way to win the football game, man. To go on 1-0, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it was a hard-fought and gritty win. You know, in our program, we talked about, you know, holding the rope when adversity strikes, and adversity struck pretty much the whole entire game. But that shows what kind of football team that we're going to have. It's a new team, as we know, new season. But one thing we showed, we're a very resilient bunch, and we always believe. You know, last night on our night before the game Bible study, our pastor Des, when he talked to the team, he preached on believing. You know, first of all, having an unbelievable, undeniable mindset when it comes to going to a game, and asked us, did we really believe? And young men across the room said that they believe, and they went out and showed it today. And for 4 quarters, we always talk about you get 60 minutes. All right, it's not a 30-minute game. All right, it's not a 45-minute game. It's a 60-minute game. And we fought for 60 minutes, so I'm very, very proud of this football team. We found a way to accomplish the mission, and that's to go 1-0.
All right, Coach. At some point in the second quarter, you took out Atkins and put in Stubblefield. Was that the game plan going into the game, or what were you looking for, a spark in the offense? Why did you make that change?
Well, we already know that we have 2 really good quarterbacks. People in our league would love to have the 2 quarterbacks we have. You know, people talking about, you know, if you got 2, that means you don't have 1. Well, we got 2, and we're going to play both of them, especially early in the season as we prepare and get ready for MEAC play at the end of the season. You know, we basically have 7 games before we get into MEAC play, and we have 2 very talented quarterbacks that can do a multitude of things that we're going to play them. So that was always the plan going into the game. I met with both those guys this week. They had unbelievable training camps, both of them. You know, obviously they can do some good things running the ball and throwing the ball. But obviously at the time we needed a spark. And Ryan provides a spark, and he came in and did some really, really good things. And just like Billy did some really good things as well. So all in all, you know, we have 2 really good quarterbacks, and we're going to play both of them for the rest of the season until the cream rises to the top.
And you know, in this world of the transfer portal, where you got some new guys coming in and some old guys leaving, what are the challenges of bringing an offense together and building chemistry in week 1?
Well, offense is everything. Defense, special team. Our defense, if you watch that football game, they played outstanding, but we got a lot of newcomers on that side as well. So we only returned 2 guys on defense that were starters last year. That was Josh Barker and Jared Washington. So we have a bunch of new guys, but we got new guys that buy into our process. We don't just take guys in the transfer portal. We take the right fit of young men. All right, the same thing on the offensive side of the ball. Nobody knows this, but we only return 1 offensive starter. That's Big Baby, Roger Big Baby Smith from last season. So it's a bunch of collective guys finding a way. All right, and as you watch the game, if you really watched, our defense played outstanding, but offense moved the ball all day. We had 414 yards offense. All right, we were moving the ball in 15-play drives, 12-play drives, 12-play drives, 10-play drives, but we got to find a way to finish and put it in the box. So all in all, you know, some things we got to clean up. Whenever you go into a first game, man, it's tough. You know, first game, there's so many unknowns. So we got to clean some things up on offense, defense, and special teams. But all in all, I'm pleased with the win, because these young men that sit to my right and to my left found a way to be resilient and found a way to go 1-0, which is the ultimate mission.
Ryan, take us through that last drive.
Well, we work situational football every day in practice, from the beginning of practice to the end of practice. So in that situation right there, in that mindset, we knew we had to go down there and score. We had time, just take care of the ball and take what the defense give you. And first downs end up with touchdowns. So just like Coach Berry said, we buy into the process of going 1-0 and just taking what the defense gives us and working situational football, as he makes it so important for us during practice during the week, or even on Sundays when we got practice. We still have situational football, because that's big in football games, situational football. We have to win situations. So that in that drive, we were just thinking, go down the field, make our plays, take what the defense gives us, and go down there and put the ball in the end zone.
That play on 4th down for the touchdown, Were you thinking about running, or did you see your receiver break open?
Well, actually, they gave us a bare front, so we couldn't run our Queens play, so I just gave a check into the boundary and just trusted Monte, and he made the play, and the O-line held up for enough time for me to get the ball out there for Monte to go in there and score.
Nico, you had some big kicks tonight. Just talk a little about the field goals that you were able to make, and also the big extra point there at the end.
So basically, we started out the game with a couple of field goals. That was huge for us because we weren't getting the ball to the end zone, and points are premium. As the coaches, as Coach Berry says, points are premium, and we got to get points on the board all the time. And so getting those field goals got us in a rhythm, I feel like, and just that extra point, last extra point during the game, it was huge. I mean, Monty getting that touchdown was insane. And I think we all got pretty hyped up, and I was just locked in, focused, because I knew we needed to get that point in order to win or get a high chance of winning. So yeah, really, really pleased with the outcome of the game.
You missed one there in the second quarter. It was a pretty long one. What did your teammates tell you at halftime?
They told me about just going to the next play. They talk. Every coach, every player just talks about just focusing on the next play. Like, pass is a pass. You gotta focus about it. And every time, every now and then, everybody misses. So it's just like, get out of your mind and just go and make the next play, which I think we all did, and me personally I did too. So happy with that too.
And Josh, just this defensive effort tonight, just talk a little about what you were able to see.
I'm gonna just keep it simple and sweet. Going into the game, our last two practices, defense had a lot of energy, came out in the morning, we had it on our mind. Should have just rolled over to the game. Practice and the game is the same thing, just more people watching. So, I mean, honestly, we're gonna do the same thing we always do. Play dominant, keep them lights out. You see what happens.
Really looked like you were able to get a good pass rush tonight. Was that something you guys were really working towards?
Yes, I do believe so. We do emphasize stopping the run first, but we believe when it gets to third down, them dogs got to hunt. So, them dogs hunted. That's it.
I guess the only thing you were missing was a turnover, but they don't commit many of them. But you almost had one there.
Yes, sir. You always get hungry when the ball's on the ground, but you got to take what they give you to just make a play. That's all you need to do.
Ryan, receivers had a few drops throughout the game, but what was your message to your receivers on the sideline once y'all got back?
Just like Nico just said, next play mentality. Coach doesn't ask us to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. Just need us to be consistently good. I had mistakes. I had missed throws today, maybe a couple misreads, but we preached the next play. So if you go out there and drop the ball, I'm coming back to you the next play. I told every wide receiver that I threw the ball to that they didn't catch, or any wide receiver that didn't catch the ball or drop the pass today, I'm coming right back to you, because as a leader on the team, you got to build confidence in your guys. You can't just let them one play and mentally check out, because you're still going to need them. Nobody can play this game of football by themselves. So just motivating our players to strive for the next play mentality is probably the best thing that we gave them.
Coach, leading up to this game, you talked about so many unknowns. Do you feel like you found any answers with this team tonight?
They're gonna play and fight for 60 minutes, man. When you go into a season like this with so many unknowns, you really don't know how they're gonna respond. And I thought they responded very well tonight. And I'm very, very proud. I'm very, very proud of the coaches as well. Put together some really, really good plans to put our young men in position to be successful. As Ryan stated earlier, we do a lot of situations in practice. We're situational based. All right, the game of football is going to come down to a situation. So we always tell them on offense, it's not our job. The defense has to stop us. And we don't worry about all that. The defense has to stop us. And I thought we did a good job of moving the ball, but it is what I saw today, a lot of self-inflicted negatives. Sins. Had nothing to do with the other team. Like he said earlier, the drops, things of that nature. Those things that haunt you in the end. But all in all, we play the next play. In the game of football, they got guys on scholarship too. Trust me, they're an FCS program. They got 63 scholarships as well. All right, in the game of football, if you make a play, keep playing. If you don't make a play, keep playing. Just go play the next play. I thought our defense was outstanding today. Bringing Scott, the leader back there in that back end, did an outstanding job. Josh Barker up front, hunting on that defensive line. And I thought that Jordan Franklin led our linebacker crew on the second level, did some outstanding things as well. Very, very proud of their effort. Very, very proud of a great team win. Found a way to go 1-0 today.
Very good. Thank you guys.
Go Dogs.
You guys.